What is up? It's your boy J&W Boss in the building, and for the first time ever, I am here to do a top 8. But as you can see from the title already, ain't no point in doing the whole spoiler surprise thingamajig. But I'm doing my top 8 NXTV stars because what was that on NXTV? Because they were actually nice enough to do a little podcast, New Millennium, the podcast, and on that podcast, he ran down the top 5 AOA superstars. And I thought that was cool. I didn't expect them to do it, and I will leave a link to that down there in the description. So yeah, I did say at some point for them doing that, I decided why not let me return the favor. So here we go, my top 8 NXTV superstars. Here's number 8.
Is coming out with none other than Raylan, man. What a surprise, as he's going to be going up against Johnny Money. Raylan's opposing him.
Yes, Manuel. Manuel is at number 8, because honestly, whenever I first started watching NXTV, I always thought Manuel was, somebody that like stood out to me. Like he was always like someone like his look, his overall look, his moveset, all that really kind of stood out to me, and I'm like, dang, they could really do more with this guy. So right now they have him in a tag team with Ricky and Saguri. Unfortunately, that tag team isn't really doing much of anything right now. But who knows? I don't know their plans. They may have some plans with Manuel, Ricky, and Saguri going forward. But nonetheless, though, I always like Manuel. I always, enjoy Manuel. And honestly, I think he could be a good single star. If they let him, he could be a good single star. And by the way, yes, Manuel, I was watching your video. I'm watching the podcast. A match with you and A2J sounds pretty lit. So at some point, we'll try to get things worked out. I'll either talk to ZIS and see what he can do, see if he can talk to Terry Williams, and then we'll work from there. But nonetheless, that sounds like a dope idea. And aside from Manuel wanting to have a match with A2J, I always like the dude. His moveset's great. His attitude overall, it's pretty solid. So with that being said, let's get to number 7.
Starboy.
Yes, Starboy at number 7. Now, instantly, you want to talk about guys that like kind of just jump out at you. I mean, well, first, like Kelly's kind of play off Stardust, off the Stardust gimmick, but they kind of took Starboy, and instead of making him like Stardust, which would have been the easy cop-out thing to do, they have him do his own unique thing, and then they've had him in some pretty funny, pretty comical stuff, like this, for instance.
Oh my goodness! Who comes up with?
They've had to do stuff like that. They have them in like music videos and all this other fun stuff, all this other funny, goofy stuff, and I like it. And it took me a minute to warm up to him, but man, once like we got a chance to see a little bit more of his personality and such, it was just on and popping. And I like Starboy. And unfortunately, we haven't seen Starboy in a minute after, well, this. But I'm sure when he comes back, it's gonna be great. I'm sure when he comes back, it's gonna be well done. So I'm looking forward to the Starboy back. But until then, for right now, I've always liked Starboy. He's at my number 7. Let's keep on going down. Let's go down to number 6.
It's a very spooky situation. Tyrone Andre.
Tyrone Andre at number 6. The big silent type with his manager Carmen. Right there. Tyrone Andre is a beast. And I think, to me, it's in part that of Carmen's personality that, to me, have helped Tyrone Andre stand out a bit. And I think around the time I was watching him, like they had him in a program with Xketcz. I think he was the NXT. Was he challenging? I'm trying to remember. Was he challenging for the NXTV championship, or was he defending? I need to go back and look at that because I can't remember which one. But like his match with Xketcz was really good. Like one of the first major match I saw him in was his match with Xketcz was really good. And then his just like his overall attitude, his overall just, you know, his whole intimidating demeanor that he has, and the fact that he whooped. Yeah, and so all of that just makes me really like Tyrone Andre. I like seeing him on TV, because on quote unquote TV, NXTV, whatever. And to me, the second I see Tyrone Andre, I'm like, oh, it's about to get real. So I always love seeing Tyrone Andre, and hopefully, is Tyrone Andre face? I don't know how they're booking him right now, face or heel, I don't know. But nonetheless, it'll be cool to see him in some type of, you know, world title program. He could probably pull a Bobby Lashley role. Like, he could seriously probably pull a Bobby Lashley role. Have him hold the All-American Championship, and then probably maybe have him go for the world title at some point. I don't know. He could pull a Bobby Lashley role, and I could probably see him hold the two titles at one time. If they ever decide to do that with somebody. But if they ever decide to do that, then Tyrone Andre should be that guy. That's just me. But, you know, whatever. That's just me. But nonetheless, yeah, Tyrone Andre is at number, well, yep, back this thing on up. Let's keep going down the list here. Good, so why would you, you know, let her go? And if you are going to let her go, then don't call her spiteful for her being with someone that, you know, you may or may not want to be with.
Exactly, man. And you know,
now we start to get to the nitty gritty. Y'all saw number 5 was Mr. Johnny Money. Flamboyant personality, solid moveset. I actually liked his reign, and I liked the storytelling that they were telling with him. I actually really liked the storytelling that they were telling with him, like, when he got the All-American Championship. Or, well, I don't remember him getting the All-American Championship, or at least I don't remember it 100%. But, like, his match with Kevon at Modern Day Classic was like an eye-opener that made me kind of notice him more. And then just his overall reign with the championship. And then once he lost it, the storytelling that they were telling with him, you know, just not winning a match at all. They had him go on like the longest losing streak I've ever seen anyone go on. And it worked because like they still have this whole thing with Raylan and Jackie V or Z, Jackie Z, is it Jackie Z or V? Correct me, y'all know who, correct me. But with you know, Jackie V or Z, I think it's Jackie V. But they had the whole thing going with her, and now he's being managed by her, and now she got Ryu in her corner. And he got his win at the World, he got his first win in a long time at the World Collide pay-per-view, so that's a good way. That's on a big stage like that. That was a good way to get a turnaround, to get things to become a turnaround real quick. So there we go. That's Johnny Money. And right now, I like what they're doing with her and him, Ryu, and Johnny Money. I think maybe they should probably say, I'm not here to tell them how this should book thing, but like me at this point, if I was in their position, I would probably get like Ryu and Johnny Money ready, you know, to probably challenge for the tag team championships at some point down the line. But hey, whatever they got going right now is working. Whatever they got doing right now is working. If they keep doing stuff like this with Johnny Money, Johnny Money could be great. But I'm liking Johnny Money. Let's go to number 4.
And carries himself in the manner of a champion, and he won.
Yeah, crazy enough, Justin Jr. is at number 4. I have one question. Where has he been, though? That's the only question. Like, where has this dude been? Like, he competed at a house show, but, like, even, like, kind of, and I think he competed on a couple of episodes. I may have missed them. But, like, yeah, they were like, I wonder where Justin Jr. is, though. Because, like, I'm liking Justin Jr. Like, I don't know, maybe because they probably haven't had a whole lot for him, but, like, dang. Like, as of late, they probably haven't had a whole lot for him, which is why we haven't seen him a lot. But I like Justin Jr. Like, he was a heel at first, and then they did something so simple, yet so makes a lot of sense. That Justin Jr. as a heel, or when I started watching him, they had Justin Jr. as a heel, and he was making all of these challenges to people, and he was backing it up. He was backing up everything he says by winning clean, no less. He was backing up all of his words, all of his stuff clean no less. And the last major match he had was that they had this thing of him and Kevin Owens, because you can look at Justin Jr., you can easily, clearly see the resemblance that he has to Kevin Owens. And they actually played a story on that, and that was like the last major match he was in. And then, yeah, he wasn't at the World Collide pay-per-view, and just all this other stuff. So, where's the boy been? But nonetheless, even despite the fact that I haven't seen him go what seems like forever, I like him. I like him. He's on my number 4 spot. Let's take it on down to number 3.
But I'm going with B-Boy. You know, he was a part of my...
Yes, number 3, 1/2 of British Airways, David B-Boy. And yes, I know they're a tag team, so it's like, okay, that's not really fair. How can you put, 1/2 of the tag team on there? Well, to me, I'm going to try to do this without spoiling anything. Okay, to me, David B-Boy is a very well done single competitor. He hasn't like his mainstay is tag team competition, but you see him if you ever like seen him in like singles action, he's actually pretty good. He has a cool moveset. Like, yeah, even though he's not like bursting he's not like bursting charisma, but there's something there there's like a little charm with David, with him and Xketcz. Okay, there's a charm with David B-Boy that I like, there's a charm with David B-Boy that I really appreciate. And yes, I know there's a tag team, I know he's a part of a tag team, which is great, it's all well and good, but maybe, that David B-Boy probably strike out alone one day. One day, do what you do in the tag team division, but maybe one day, just a thought, probably have him strike out on his own, see what he can do as a single competitor. Because he had a good couple of matches. Like him and Killer had a great match back at XTV 03 in that Iron Man match. You know what I mean? So he's a good single guy. So maybe one day, think about putting him as a single guy. That's number 3. Let's break it on down. We get into the nitty gritty here. Number 2.
Band, and there you see him. That pack of wolves. And there you see how, over the weeks,
how can this guy not be on top of anything with NXTV right now? In the past couple of months, this dude made me look at him like, okay, the second I saw him, he was already talking, he was still doing this whole NWN thing and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay. And then I kept hearing him talk about, like bringing in 2 new members. I'm like, okay, cool. But then I actually started seeing him more, like seeing him on NXTV episodes more, and I'm like, okay, I like this guy. And I was curious who the 2 new members were. Now, knowing NXTV, I'm pretty sure, even if it wasn't Nate Shields and Dwayne Frost, it would have been somebody huge. You know what I mean? So, this is coming from the standpoint of, this is just what I thought, regardless of what happened with Nate Shields and Dwayne Frost, the rest of the crew. This is just me, and my general opinion of King Kong probably became one of the best heels in this whole, in all of NXTV, holding the championship, and him barely defending it is actually kind of a nice little charm too. That's a nice little, like, yeah, it's kind of stupid that your top champion and barely defend his championship, but also kind of adds a little bit of a charm to it, because it's like, okay, he's such a that he doesn't want to defend the title, so that means as a viewer, you wait for somebody to step up and say, okay, I'm about to beat this dude for the championship. I'm waiting for the next challenger. You wait and anticipate the next challenger for the NXTV championship. So thumbs up there, because I'm kind of waiting to see whether they can kind of step up to face him next, especially after the events of NXTV Live in San Antonio. Especially after that. Or was it San Antonio? I think it was San Antonio. Yeah, San Antonio. Especially after that, I'm really curious who they're going to have step up to face him now. I'm real curious to see who they're going to step up and have him face now. I wonder if he's ever going to lose the championship. Who is he going to drop the championship to? So many questions And it's all because of him, his attitude, the whole stuff with the NWN, and just, he's great. He's great. Probably one of the best heels that they got over there in NXTV. He's great. I'm liking him. But not as good, of course, as I'm liking my number one. But of course, before we get to number one, here are a few honorable mentions.
Alongside a Bob Classic here. And what a huge opportunity we have. Just
yeah, talk about a dude that gets no type of love, though. I mean, Kareem Strong. I actually like this guy. Like, you know, just his overall. Like, I remember the vignettes they were doing with him, you know, being a Proto Wyatt family member. And then what they did at Modern Day Classics, then he shot on Bray Wyatt, which led him to do the whole fresh start thing. And I was really getting behind it, but then they just stopped doing it. I'm like, ah, man, okay. So, here's a chance for Kareem Strong to get a little bit of love. So maybe if he was on NXTV a little bit, if he was on NXTV more, he probably would have ended up on this list. But, you know, and of course, you know, depending on what they did with him and all that, he would have ended up on this list. But for now, he would definitely go under an honorable mention.
apparently, he's going to be the one in this title match. Oh my God.
I really wanted to put Big Trap on this list, but unfortunately he's over in NXT. He's recently got called up to the main show. He recently got called up to the main show, so unfortunately I couldn't put him on this list. But I've always liked Big Trap. Watching him rise as a heel, and then people started liking him because of who the what and that and all that. I really started liking him, and I really wanted to put him on this list, but I didn't. I can't. He's on the main show. This is NXTV, so yeah. But nonetheless, there's a big drop for you.
Greetings, folks. I'm Terry Williams, your NXTV commissioner.
Yes, Terry Williams. He has not been doing bad as commissioner. Yes, I know you're not a wrestler. Yes, I know. But in that list, they put ZI on the official list. I just want to keep this list solely on wrestlers, but I couldn't do it. I can't. I've done it, but Terry Williams should be here in his honorable mention because after Miss Martha left, I was wondering how the Terry Williams dude's going to do, how they're going to portray him and all that. And I'm liking what they're doing with him. Liking how they're portraying him. Every time he comes out, he always got something good. He's always, present, always interesting. You know his name, you know who he is. And they actually did a podcast with Terry Williams, so. And yeah, that also helped things a bit too. So there you go. Terry Williams for you. And I think I have, if I don't have one more honorable mention, then here we go with number one.
And there's the champion. Oh, how exciting this is, ladies and gentlemen.
No bones about it. This is my favorite guy on all of NXTV. Xketcz with his flamboyant personality, the theme song, Marshmallow Alone, is lit, okay? That was the first time I heard that song, actually. Fun fact. That was me watching that episode was the first time I heard that song. And just the overall tag team of British Airways, and just then seeing what Xketcz was doing as a single star, because at the time they had him as a single star when I started watching him. But just seeing what he was doing as a singles guy and the matches he was having with Big Trap and Tyrone Andre and just some of the other encounters that they've had him in, on different episodes and whatnot. I just love Xketcz, okay? Xketcz is that dude. No offense to Dave B-Boy, but Xketcz is that dude. You can put him in a single guy, it could work. You can put to me, Xketcz is like the most well-rounded guy. You can put him anywhere and it could work. You could put him as a single star and it worked. You had him as a single star and it worked. Going for the world title, it worked. You can have him even go for the mid-card title, and it would work. You can even have him with a love angle. Please don't do that with him, but it would still probably work. You know what I'm saying? To me, Xketcz is just so well-rounded. His attire is real flamboyant. Whenever you see the crazy tie-dye, whatever that stuff is, you're automatically thinking David B-Boy and Xketcz. And so, as a tag team, him and David B-Boy are freaking awesome. So, with all the respect to David B-Boy, he was still on this list at number 3. But when I watched him, Xketcz was kind of really at the forefront of everything. So maybe if it was David B-Boy and Xketcz as a tag team, then yeah, I would probably be hesitant to put both of them up here. But at the time, Xketcz was, you know, the guy that jumped out at me, especially since he was the world champ and all that other stuff. So there you go. And that's it. That is my top 10 for NXT, that's my top 10 NXTV stars. So, first off, again, thank you to the guys over at XTV East Coast, XTV World, whatever. Ooh, I can't remember the channel that put it up, but nonetheless, that they did a AOA top 5, and they had this cool back and forth discussion, blah 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 blah. So I'll leave that as a link down there, and of course I'll leave XTV World main channel down there as well. And yeah, so that's it for this. That's it for this video. Go check them out. If you can, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the other videos on their channel. And I'm jacking up my own outro. If you can, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the other videos on this XTV World, and then I think it was like XTV East Coast channel. Spread the word. Spread the word about all 3 of these channels. Until the next time I see you guys, be a boss, and I'll holler at you guys later.